Genoa City is currently facing a dark transformation as shadows lengthen over the Newman family, signaling the start of a terrifying new war orchestrated by the vengeful Matt Clark. After years of humiliation, Matt is back, driven by obsession and a twisted desire for power. His target is none other than Sienna, a young woman who represents the very innocence Matt feels he has lost. By corrupting her, Matt believes he can finally win his long standing battle against the Newmans. However, Matt does not intend to get his own hands dirty. Instead, he has unleashed a new pawn named Annie. Previously a background figure, Annie is about to become the center of a storm that will shake the Newmans and the Abbotts alike. Matt recognizes that Annie is a wild card, emotionally unstable, desperate for validation, and burdened by more trauma and secrets than anyone realized. By finding her pressure points and promising her that she is being chosen, Matt has manipulated her into becoming his perfect weapon. The kidnapping itself is described as a chillingly silent event that avoids the typical drama of a car chase. The scene unfolds with an eerie simplicity at Crimson Lights, following a heated argument with Noah regarding her independence. A frustrated Sienna storms out to an alley to compose herself. It is there that Annie appears, using a soft voice and false comfort to lure Sienna into a trap. Before Sienna can realize the danger, a cloth is used, a whisper is shared, and she is whisked away in a dark car. By the time Noah rushes outside to find her, the silence is all that remains. As word of the disappearance spreads, Genoa City erupts into a state of pure panic. The fallout of this event centralizes the drama, bringing every major character to their breaking point. Victor Newman, typically known for his stone cold demeanor, is showing visible cracks because his grandchildren are his known soft spot. Meanwhile, the family is consumed by a cycle of shifting blame that highlights the deepest vulnerabilities. Sharon immediately points the finger at Matt and vows to destroy him. Nick lashes out at Victor, blaming a failure in security. Victoria is consumed by guilt, blaming herself for not stopping Matt sooner. Nikki's sobriety is under threat as the immense stress of the situation could pull her off the wagon. Noah is drowning in self blame even as he lashes out at others. While it might seem like a simple case of revenge, spoilers suggest Matt's motives are far more psychological and twisted. He's not looking for a ransom, he is treating Sienna's captivity as a lesson intended to break the Newman Empire emotionally before destroying it physically. Matt's philosophy is that the fear of what he might do is a more powerful weapon than any actual action. Despite his control, Annie is beginning to unravel under the weight of her guilt, questioning Matt's true needs for Sienna. To keep her in line, Matt employs a combination of love bombing, threats, and manipulation. In the midst of the police and security investigations led by Victor, Noah Newman refuses to sit idly by, stepping back into a leading man role that fans have long anticipated. Noah becomes reckless and emotional in his search. He manages to uncover a digital trail that everyone else missed. Annie and Sienna had been exchanging direct messages for months. This revelation proves that the kidnapping was not a random act, but that Annie had been circling her prey for a long time. Noah's journey to find them will lead him into highly dangerous territory as he chooses to chase Annie alone. The emotional core of the story shifts to an abandoned cabin outside Genoa City, where Sienna is being held. As she wakes up in fear and confusion, she begins to see the humanity in her captor. Recognizing that Annie is broken rather than purely evil, Sienna attempts to use empathy and psychology to survive. In a pivotal upcoming scene, Sienna tells Annie, "You're not this monster. You're just someone who wants to matter," a line that has the potential to change the entire trajectory of the arc. As the story progresses, several explosive paths are possible. Annie may eventually betray Matt to help Sienna escape, or Noah might reach the cabin only to find himself walking into a deadly ambush set by Matt. There is also the looming threat that Matt will use Sienna as bait to lure Victor or Nick into a final lethal trap. Fans are particularly nervous about the possibility of a shocking death, with many fearing that Annie might be the one to pay the ultimate price. Regardless of the outcome, this kidnapping has ignited a new era of war, and no family in Genoa City will emerge untouched. This situation is like a deadly game of chess played in a thunderstorm, where Matt Clark is moving pieces to corner the king, but the emotional instability of his pawns might cause the entire board to wash away before a winner is declared.